Yes, I'm back. Yes, not 100% because you'll see that we had to cancel our trip down to see Joseph to do an electric run in this and the MG5. Apologies. But I've had some really challenging inner ear balance. Realistically, if I'd taken either one of these cars down, the likelihood is I wouldn't have got down in one piece. So I'll be a bit short of breath. And I'll also hear lots of random noises. So if I start talking to myself, you know why. Anyway, two cars that we've been really looking forward to. The X2 Hybrid 25e and the new i3s. Two totally different vehicles. Yes, same manufacturer, but I think, apart from the kidney grills, that's probably where the similarities end. For a start, this has got bits of metal and this is more like a composite. But the i3 has always been an interesting vehicle, hasn't it? I think it's been out nearly 8 years now. And it's never really looked like any of the other BMW models. It's just been funky. Like, it defines funky in my eyes. And this is the latest variant. Now, interestingly, this could be the last one. I mean, I hope not, because driving this, looking at the interior, and the fact that it's got like 20s at the size of the car, I love it. I really do. But as we know, I like my quirky cars. It's in my nature. It's even in my name. LED lights, and this one's just under 44 grand. And some of the styling cues inside, well, it reminds me of a Tesla. No keyless entry, as you've just seen. Funky key though. And if you want to know how to pop the bonnet, it's actually on the key fob, which obviously isn't the bonnet, it's more like a storage area. But yeah, I think that's pretty Tesla-esque, to be honest, with the wood and the minimalist. But I just love the styling and the materials in here. Also, I was looking at it before and thinking, I wonder how you get in the back. And then all of a sudden I thought, yes, leisure doors. So, that just says it all, doesn't it? It's very, very, I don't know, what's the word? Minimalist, futuristic. I suppose it combines them all, to be honest. And look, symbolism like you'd see on the i8, one of our all-time favourite cars. Decent range as well. Basically around 190, depending on how you drive it. And it does recoup left, right and centre. I was amazed when I was driving it around these local area hills and things. I think I literally travelled 5 miles and used 3, and then doing another couple of miles recouped another 2, which is pretty damn good, to be honest. This is how you put it in drive, neutral, reverse, park, and you start, stop. First thing I noticed when I got in it was, how do I start it? And it's because I hadn't seen one there before. Decent infotainment screen. It's different, and that's what appeals so much. And there is room for me in the back as well. Full review coming soon. This will do 0 to 60 in 6.9 seconds. And as I mentioned, it's just under 44 grand. Reversing camera. And lots of other funky things. And yes, you can rapid charge it as well. I've got the Type 2 there. Now, I think it's about a £2.5 grand upgrade on the i3 this. But it gives you things like 10mm lowered, 40mm wide tracked, which I love, and 20-inch wheels. Plus the colour scheme. Oh, it's so cool. Considering it's such a cute car, it kind of looks, what's the word? Gangster? And yeah, it's still got things like the kidney grill styling. Good afternoon, Joseph. I'm so sorry I can't be with you today, but thank you for tuning in. Now we move to the X2 Hybrid 25e. Electric range of about 30 miles, dependent on, obviously, weather conditions, temperatures, all types of things. This is in the M Sport trim, and this is about 46 grand. kidney grille, and yes, not the new style that you see on the cars that, well, quite sadly have controversial issues, which I really don't like, to be honest, because I think that grille, it's a bit like the Alfa Romeos. If you didn't have a number plate on it, it'd look awesome. Number plates ruin cars. Mind you, I got a 25 quid fine back in the day for not putting one on my Orion Illusion. It looks so better balanced. The police did not agree. Ridiculous MPG, something like 160 I've been seeing, and the thing is, this would have been going down to London if I'd have actually been capable of driving it. But totally different shifter system as well. So, the strange thing about the powertrain on this is, essentially, it's the one out of the i8. So it's a 3-cylinder engine with an electric motor and a 6-speed box as well. And it's very good. It does 0 to 60 in about 7 as well. I remember watching a video with Matt Watson and the X2, and he said it looked more like a Converse shoe because of the BMW logo there. But that's the thing. These SUV coupe style vehicles are, I don't know if they're a fad or they're going to continue going, but the one thing I like about them is the sloping body lines, that roof line, and just the shaping. Yeah, they're not quite as practical as an SUV, but that doesn't bother me. As you know, I like my styling. This is where you charge it. And I'm assuming this will be just Type 2, which it is. Now weirdly, this has got 19s, and as I mentioned before, that's got 20s. So I told you to start talking to myself. Also got LED lights and heads-up display on this model as well. It's practical, it's roomy. Interior-wise, well, it's completely different to the i3, like completely. Blue accents for the M Sport. Lovely seats, and look, M Sport symbolism there on the seating too. Electric seats, drivers and passenger with electronic lumbar. Lightweight doors too. Decent room in the back. And like every BMW, finished as well in the back as it is in the front. Pop the boot. Ah, look, our grubby deck chair, lovely. Decent size. I mean, yeah, it's not going to be quite as big as, say, a non-coupe style, but it still gives you enough room, and then obviously batteries and things stored under there. And this is a power tailgate that I just happened to override. So there you go. The i3 and the X2 hybrid. We'll be looking at both these cars in more detail this week, as well as comparing an EV to a hybrid. Thanks for joining me. If you've got any questions or would like to know anything about these particular cars, please comment below. And it's great to be back. It's amazing how strange it is when you've not been on a live for so long and you've been doing it for so long. Thanks for joining me. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.